What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Everyone in the free world. Happy birthday, Uncle Frank. Welcome, Michelle's daughter. Now, let's answer the question that's out there. Russell Westbrook and the Houston Rockets. There is a disconnect somewhere. What's up, Mr. Joseph? Don't forget to press the like button, good people. But the sports media keeps targeting Russell Westbrook and James Harden. Have y'all noticed that? They made it okay for everyone to target James Harden. I mean, seriously, they basically has told the rest of the world, go ahead and do what you want to do. Talk about James all you want. We don't mind. Talk about Russell Westbrook all you want. We don't mind. You know what they actually are putting out there today? This is the sports writers for the National Basketball Association. Some I even respect. They all are piggybacking the same lie and projecting it at all of you. I'm here because I'm going to tell you guys the truth. They don't like to hear it from me. But this big thing that they've been talking about in the last couple of days, that there was a locker room argument, a big fallout with Russell Westbrook calling out the teammates. James Harden didn't like it. All of this is a lie. It is a big, fat lie. There was no fight and no argument with nobody when Russell Westbrook did that. James Harden don't want to be the leader of the Houston Rockets. He just wants to be a member of the Houston Rockets. He totally says the team is Russell Westbrook's. He loved the fact that he stepped up. He loved the fact that he stepped up and started calling people out, including himself, and started taking responsibility and saying, hey, I'm part of the problem too. And what happened after they did that? They went on a roll. Russell Westbrook stopped shooting so many threes. His productivity level was way up. Before he got injured and before the bubble, Russell Westbrook was playing some of the best basketball in his career. Then he got injured. But they don't tell you this. They keep feeding you a false narrative. It is a lie. Everything they said about Russell Westbrook is a lie. And they know it. And they still are going along with the lie. Sad, people. We gotta be smarter. Have you noticed that it's always targeting two teams? I mean, two players. It's okay to dog out James Harden. When James Harden has been one of the best players in the NBA for the past 4 or 5 years, should have about 3, 4, 5 most valuable player awards. It's okay to dog Russell Westbrook no matter what he does. Right? If someone else does it, it's all right. Oh, James Harden wants out. He wants to fight with Russell Westbrook. He has no problems with Russell Westbrook. Let's get that access. Not one problem with Russell Westbrook. Not one. Exactly. They've always treated James Harden like crap. And you know, this is why. See, I know the answer to my own question. I presented it to you guys to see that you guys know it. They don't go after Durant harder than they do Westbrook. No, they don't. No, they don't. Durant just responds because it bothers him more than it bothers Westbrook. But they go after Westbrook way more than they do Durant. And they go way hard on James Harden more than any of them two put together. They only rave for Westbrook during when Kevin Durant left. That's the only time they rooted for Russ. Y'all don't remember when they were together, they blamed Russell Westbrook for everything. This guy is taking too many shots away from Kevin. Kevin Durant was the love child. He never had a negative word spoken about him. All the negativity was from Russell Westbrook. He became the hero once Kevin Durant went to Golden State. That's the only time he became a villain. And then Russ was a hero because he stayed. Right. You all know who controls the portion of the media who's putting this out here that cause dissension and cause people to wave the white flag and everything else. James Harden was probably upset he was not consulted when they hired the coach. But I guarantee you James Harden will be okay once they talk to the coach. No one travels more than LeBron. But yet, if James Harden travel, it is focused on 24/7 on every sports news site. They're gonna talk about that. They even made up a lie of Westbrook sitting there trying to rally the team together and turn the team around, which they did. They turned the team all the way around. And you come up with this fake narrative? Sure, somebody travels more than Giannis. His name is LeBron James. Your king. Not mine. Your king. Y'all chose him. Don't forget to hit the like button. No, I see the narrative. Certain people are allowed to talk about certain people and they can't talk about others. That ain't right. That's the wrong Russell, Eric. This Westbrook, not Wilson. There are 6 to 7 different ways to get things done. They could have gotten this done a lot of different ways. They choose to be disrespectful. They chose to be unprofessional. They chose to be the latter all the time. When all they had to do. What's up? Strictly's back.
See me.
S Young, you here? You woke?
Yeah, what up?
What's up, Cino?
Yeah, everybody been falling asleep lately.
Yes, sir. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. This is why I don't watch like ESPN. It's more like politics. It's like NBC, CNN. You know, it's like you hear a whole bunch of foolery that's gonna persuade people to be like, oh, that person is right. Oh, look how this person is. For Westbrook and Harden to get, disrespected like that is BS. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like LeBron should speak up. I mean, you the face of the league. Why not speak up about this?
He's probably the one behind it. It's his media people. Exactly. Do you see them talk about him like that? They're not even allowed that type of language against him. So yeah, go ahead.
But you remember how the series that he lost against Dallas, how Skip Bayless and the rest of them got on him, was like, you know what, LeBron is overhyped, blah 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 blah. And you see how the years gone past, that whole narrative changed to LeBron is the best player in the whole world, and it's like, come on now.
Yeah, because he got his minions in there now.
Skip, Shannon, these guys are not journalists anymore. They're not sports journalists. What they are is they're entertainers now. They're in the entertainment field. That's why you can be opinionated. You can say what you want. When you're in the sports journalism, those are the people that like call the games on like CBS, Fox, ESPN. If you're a journalist, normally you're in the Sports Center section. That's why they have shows like First Take and all these other. Those are like debate shows. You're not in your regular form. They'll bring a sports journalist on the show, but the journalist has a code they got to follow. They got to keep the integrity. They got to say things that don't, because they could be sued and taking things. So they're already media trained to how to do this. But, Skip Bayless can come out and be like, well, that's LeBron's fault. LeBron did this because he's listed as an entertainer. So he could say stuff without checking now. He could do this, but he was a journalist in his day. But this is not journalism, what you're seeing now. But this is being portrayed as the news. Or this is the facts. Or like sports.
Now, brothers, correct me on this one, but can you see how the difference between Stephen A. Smith, how he was in the past, till now, or how any other brothers beyond these shows, and how you look at them in the past compared to now that they acting like to be honest, now it's like they showing all their teeth. How like Ice Cube sent you to the game, now you want to show all your teeth. That's what they're doing. That's what these people are doing now. And it's like, seriously?
Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying, and you're right. If you see these people now, it's like disgusting. When the way you see them act, it's kind of disgusting to see the way they act. But this is the way they're doing it now because the game has changed. Mm-hmm. The avenues of the game has changed, and it's no longer where the media is at bay. I mean, they used to dictate to the players because they needed the media to write about them. Now they don't need the media to write about them. They can just go on their Instagram Live about the fans. Yep. So they really don't need the media. So the media got to kiss up to them. The media got to dance. And I really liked your CD you put out, man. You're really talented. Man, you can do anything. Your music is incredible. Man.
Or Aaron Rodgers, that bad man. And then he got an interview.
Aaron Rodgers is a sissy. Aaron Rodgers is a sissy.
What's going on with everybody?
Yeah, not to change the subject to back to football, but yeah, just like that, just to get an interview.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the thing. They do a lot of narratives. They play a lot of those fields and those tropes. They go in and all of them. They're not real journalistic. Like Undisputed, First Take. They work on what they like.
You like that?
Yeah. Longevity.
Talking about the PEDs Vietnam brothers talk about on the channel. Yeah, he was talking about the only award. My brother was saying the only award he should get is longevity, and I was like, PEDs,
Hilarious. Longevity award.
Yeah. My brother said the only award he get is longevity.
I worked hard on my body so I could get this award.
I spent $1 million, on my body.
The body right.
Yep.
No.
So what they saying that they're dissing Westbrook now?
Yeah, I mean the thing is the whole narrative for the whole 3 days have been just coming down on Westbrook. Well, Westbrook wants out. He wants a trade. He's not going to conform with this. Westbrook, now it's coming out that Westbrook got into it with James Harden in a locker room.
Oh, yeah, I saw that story.
I was just saying, like, James Harden just shouted out Russell Westbrook for his birthday. He was saying happy birthday, Brody, and everything like that. And Russell Westbrook said, thanks, Brody.
Aren't they best friends? Like, they
they knew each other from before the NBA and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They grew up basically with each other.
They played against each other when they were in high school.
Exactly.
Right.
Since high school. So this is what I'm trying to tell people, and I try to give them the truth because this is what we were talking about. False narratives and fake stories. And these are coming from the NBA writers. From these guys all piggybacking off the same lie and the same story, saying that they were there. Like,
that's crazy.
And why wasn't you reporting it then? That was in January. So
exactly.
Why are you reporting it now? And then you doing it all and seem to be very opportunistic that everybody talking about that Russ and James both want to lead the Rockets.
Yeah,
right. I seen that.
And
That's
now,
why I was
and
just
now
like,
they
I wasn't.
talking about, and now they talking about Harden. They trying to send him to Brooklyn with KD now.
Yeah,
and
man.
all
Plus,
this
you know what's
Nah, I don't believe
You
that.
know what's
I don't
crazy?
believe
That's
none of
crazy.
it.
I heard some stuff about
Right.
Westbrook talking about the media has been pushing the fact that earlier this week that Westbrook he's thinking about going to the Clippers and stuff. And I'm like, what? No,
Yeah,
it makes no sense at
yeah,
all.
I heard
That doesn't
too.
even. I don't even see that fit.
No, it doesn't fit at all.
I like Harden better with him than Westbrook. I like Harden with Kawhi more than Westbrook because
Westbrook.
that would be a better skill set. Especially Harden because Harden can shoot and score, and that's all
Right.
you need certain times
Yeah.
when Kawhi,
I
he's
can't-
not on. You
Uh-huh.
need more of that. Westbrook just gonna add. He's just gonna be like Paul George, and except Paul George is a better defender. That's all he gonna be to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
My thing about Russell just is IQ. His IQ and his
His IQ is not all the way there.
and his communication with the coaches. Because I didn't like how he did that to Maurice Cheeks like that when he was in the Thunders.
Yeah. I mean, but that's the thing. With Russ, it's always been a little different. Like him, he knows what he can do, and he doesn't really like to change. But one thing about him is he's a take charge person, and in the locker room,
right,
they trying to say what happened. Only thing that happened is he told the teammate, he held everybody up. He went to every teammate and told them what the problems was and what they need to be doing, and he said it about himself.
Alpha male. He's an alpha male.
Yeah, what a leader.
And James gave him that when he did what he did.
Right.
James Harden obviously had a problem with what he said. He didn't have no problem with what he said.
No, that's his boy.
No.
Why would he have a problem?
Exactly. James
that don't make sense.
And then the team took off.
But they quick to
team went off. They won like I don't know how many games they were in. They were like 13 when they had that talk. They shot up to like 5th or 6th. They was already back in the playoffs.
Yeah, they did terrible in the beginning.
Russell Westbrook having an MVP type turnaround. He came around the whole season around and was playing outstanding. They won like 13 games in a row. He was averaging 30 points a game for like 7 games, and he wasn't even shooting that many threes. He changed his whole attack. He's like, I'm not going to shoot that many threes. I'm going to try to get everybody else involved more. And they were successful.
And also working on defense more. He devoted a lot to playing defense a lot more.
Yeah.
Called out defense and for traveling when you got this bum from Akron that's been doing it for I don't know how long.
Oh, yeah,
it's 17, about to be 18 years because he's going to do it again this year.
He's not going to bring that up because they paying it to him.
Right. And they scared to say anything about him. Can't talk about him.
Yeah. That's why I see more of a fit. Oh, my bad. That's why I see more of a fit of Russell Westbrook to go to the Knicks because that Tibbs. I think he will work good with Tibbs and stuff. Because he's like,
I wouldn't do it though, because you got Barrett. Like, what are we gonna do with Barrett in this situation? Now, if you ain't trying to like develop him, then bring Westbrook in. But if you're gonna develop Barrett and you want to keep him improving, Westbrook's gonna want that. Because Westbrook,
that's true. That's true.
A lot more.
Yeah, I don't see. I don't really see him as a Knick. To me, I would say Charlotte. Charlotte might be best for him.
He ain't trying to go to that. I mean,
trying to win. He's trying to win chips. He don't want to go to a team that's still building. And plus, nucleus.
The reason why I said Tibbs is because Tibbs had Derrick Rose. That's why
that team gonna be fine.
But they don't need him, man. It's plus where Russell Westbrook. Yeah, Russell Westbrook.
But who's going to take that contract though? That's the question. That's a huge ass contract.
Nobody gonna take that contract.
Yeah, Russell getting his fight. He getting like 44 and 47 million.
Yeah. So it's just like who could take that cap? And he's not. Nobody's going to ask him if he's going. Exactly.
Unless they do a 3-team trade. Now, if they do a 3-team trade and get 3 teams involved, they'll be able to try to, get rid of some of that salary.
And he's not giving no money, so that's not even a question. He deserves it.
Does he enhance your team? This is a guy who's done a lot.
That's another question.
Very well, but his teams didn't perform well in the moments they needed to.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and then he don't need to go to a young team because unless you want to blow your whole young team up, then I would bring Westbrook in, and then we'll put stuff around him to go for this run the next year or two. And then health wise, can he stay healthy? Because Westbrook been getting nicked up the past 4 or 5 years. He's had bad knees and his ankles. It's always something. So you also have to consider that. Is he going to stay healthy from today onward? At least 60 to 70 some games.
Right.
You know,
that's
need him for that and the playoffs.
And that's where that jump shot has to come into play because now your body's telling you, yo, you got to chill out.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm not worried about help. My thing I'm worried about Westbrook is can he plays in the system?
He said,
can he
can't shoot.
The coach say? That's one thing I'm saying. That's one thing. My problem was can he fit in that system once he goes to a team?
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's why I say I think Tibbs could actually do it because he had Derrick Rose before. So, but you want to make sure you get your young core involved as well too. So that's why it's like a Chris Paul or a Russell Westbrook.
See,
either those two.
But here's my thing about that. I don't think Derrick Rose and Russell Westbrook are the same mentality. I don't think they have that same mentality. You know what I mean? I think Derrick Rose is more. I think Derrick Rose is more openly changed as far as Russell Westbrook. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
Stuck in his ways.
Yeah. And then he has to get out of those ways because your game has to change. You gotta involve.
Right.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Everybody did that with their game. If you look at all the superstars, like outside of those from the 80s and before onward, Michael had to change his game. You had Kobe. Kobe had to change his game, especially. You also had
you look at
change it. So you have to you have to change it if you want to win. But if you want to win, but you don't want to change, that doesn't go together because you can't be trying to. You got to make sure that your shot is on point. I just don't understand how you're in the NBA all these years and you don't have a consistent shot. I'm sorry. There's no excuse. You getting paid all this money just to play basketball.
Exactly.
Right.
Do you hold Rondo to that same standard? Because I can name some other players besides Westbrook that doesn't have a good shot, but they've been in the NBA for a long time. And they still managed to become effective.
Rondo's different. Rondo's different.
He's not a superstar or a superstar talent player. He's just a point guard. Russell.
Well, no, I think that. Well, no, he's more than just a point guard.
He's more than a point guard. He's more like
he's more.
He's like a floor general.
What I'm saying, compared to I'm talking about the status quo of both players. Russell Westbrook is a superstar, transcendent player. Yes, Rondo has impact, but I don't hold Rondo to that same expectation I put to Westbrook because Westbrook to me is a better player. Now, Rondo is a better floor general as far as being a point, but as far as a superstar like Westbrook, I hold him and LeBron and other superstars to a different plateau to a guy who's a solid starter player. That Rondo's not going to be the guy to put my team over the championship unless I got two other parts that can handle the bulk load of either the scoring or the rebounding or assisting. I can't just let Rondo do it all by himself.
He's not going to be that main piece that you want to build the team around.
I mean, I agree, but I agree, but I disagree. I just really feel like, I think you might just be piling on the Westbrook shit. But I got a better question for not only you, but for everybody in there and everybody in the chat. Now, when Westbrook, like people say that Westbrook he's not a winner or whatever. You do y'all realize the year that's who LeBron won his first championship against the Thunder. It was Durant. It was a bunch of young horses, right? It was Durant, all these guys in their early 20s. But Westbrook was the point guard, and he was. You can make an argument that he might have been the floor leader or the. I mean, he wasn't the best player on the team. I mean, of course, Durantula was that. I have Kevin Durant as my favorite, as the best player in the NBA, period. But I'm talking about back then when they went to the finals, I mean, Westbrook was the point guard. He was the floor leader. He was the floor general. If not, who was?
I'd say Harden was more of the point guard. Westbrook was more.
Harden didn't even start, bro.
More. You gonna let me finish, or you could talk? I'm trying to finish your statement, what you were saying. So, like I'm saying, Westbrook played point guard, quote unquote.
Yeah, let the man finish.
He's more of a two guard type of player. He's gonna go full speed ahead, A to B all day. And Harden came in off the bench,
What up, Cino?
down and actually ran sets and ran off. He really was the point guard. It's the same thing with San Antonio when you have Tony Parker and you have Ginobili. Parker's more of a scoring guard. Ginobili comes in there, he can score as well, but he facilitated and helped put the team in sets besides Tim Duncan. And when Tim Duncan leaves the floor, you just have Parker and Ginobili. Ginobili's running that guard rotation, which helps a guy like Parker.
I disagree, Monday.
Like Westbrook, because they're not legitimate point guards.
Hey, Cino, I got a trade. Russell Westbrook for Aaron Gordon, Evan Fournier, and 2 second rounders to Orlando.
I'll take it.
No.
Somebody said I'll take it.
I'll take it.
I would not take it. I would not take it. I would not take it. I would
Yeah,
not.
I need him.
See,
to
he'll
be
take
good.
it.
Give me 1.5.
That's a good trade.
Westbrook and I'll
You
take
tell me, hold up. You tell me, is he going fit in that Magic system, in the Atlanta Magic system?
What system do
take
we have? We don't
That's
have
the point. That's the point.
The salaries match up. That's a good trade. They need a star in Orlando.
No,
They need a point guard in Orlando.
He's not going to make Magic
Yeah.
look good.
Wait, hold on. And my thing is, hold on.
Once again, Russell Westbrook for Aaron Gordon, Evan Fournier, and 2 second rounders. Both teams better take that.
First of all, Russ wouldn't even want to go.
He don't want to go to Magic. That's one thing. Let's get that clear. He don't want to play in Orlando. Who wants to play in Orlando?
All right, that's all I got to say. Hey, Cino, peace out, man.
Nobody.
Russ
But my thing is,
Who wants to play in Orlando?
So,
he wants to go.
hold on, I got a quick question. So everybody thinks that Russell Westbrook was the reason that they lost the finals against the Heat.
No.
I don't think so. I think James Harden didn't show up that series. Yeah, I think James Harden didn't show up.
No. A lot of people do blame Russell Westbrook. A lot of people blame Russell Westbrook for the fact. No, they really blame the coach for not taking out Westbrook and putting in Harden in the game. That was the issue. Like
he wasn't playing defense. James Harden wasn't playing defense. He wasn't hitting his shot. I mean, he was passing the ball. Don't get me wrong. He was floor generally the ball, but my thing is he wasn't hitting his shots and he wasn't playing defense.
Because I remember that being like a big thing. It's like, yo, why they not putting Harden in the game? Why they not putting Harden in the game? I was like,
because he was kind of cold that series.
He was missing a lot of shots. He just went into a shell that series.
Either way, he was gonna beat them anyway. There was nothing they can do. Like, what was it? It was a 3-1. Oh, there was nothing.
So the homie said that